applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win.
Look at me messing up on mute before I can even start the show. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great week. This is season 2, episode 3 of Dave's Doghouse. We got some really great people to talk about, great people, great teams to talk about today. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. So make sure you, like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so whenever I go live or have a fresh video, you get that notification. And we are right now at 130 subscribers. We're getting closer to 500 subscribers. So make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button today. Come on, man. Help your boy out. It will be a fantastic show today. Got some really good people that are in the doghouse that'll be coming out. We got one special selection for the doghouse today. And then we got, 3 people that are part of, the dogs of the week. And then one major player that did something phenomenal throughout the week. And I want you guys to guess who's going to be the big dog for today's show, for this week. Because the big dog has been doing this for quite some time now. Former MVP, former finals MVP, on a really good team right now. Playing today is going to be epic. Some people say that this person deserves to be in the GOAT conversation. Some people say that they shouldn't be in it at all. Some people have made channels for this person. Some people have fan clubs and all of this. This person, has family that has played in the NBA. So you let me know who you think is the big dog of the week. It will be revealed at the end of the show, of course. So let's go ahead and get started with those who will be coming out of the doghouse. So the doghouse is for those who don't necessarily do well in their profession. We have some people, some interpreters that are here for gambling bets. We have people that are in here that have, lost boxing fights. People that have not done well in football, basketball, soccer, hockey. It doesn't matter what it is. If you haven't done well, whatever you do, you're going to be put in the doghouse and be getting served puppy chow. Then you have the dogs. Those are the ones that are phenomenal throughout the week. They do something that's so spectacular that it just has to be talked about. So those are the dogs. And then the big dog, of course, is the one who does the best out of everybody. But I do have 2 people that are coming out of the doghouse, because when you're in the doghouse, you're not in there forever. You always have an opportunity to get out. So now, with today, let's see who's going to be coming out first. This very first person coming out of the doghouse has been here for a few weeks, maybe in a month now. He was specifically asked to be put in the doghouse for specific reasons. Coming in the season overweight, missing a lot of games, even though when he's available, he's productive, but not making an impact. There were times where this team had opportunity to make it into the playoffs from the play-in tournament, and it just didn't work out because the guy just couldn't stay healthy. So what was he to do? He was overweight again this season. But now he's down to a weight where he hasn't been in a while. Played at Duke University, drafted number 1 overall by the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson is finally out for this week. Zion has done something that is well. As I said, he came in overweight this season, as he has been for a while. This is something that has been talked about for Zion since before he got into the league. Zion now weighs 264 pounds, which is the lightest weight he's been since he got drafted by the Pelicans. I believe he was close to 284, 290 to begin the season. And now he's lost weight. Not only has he lost weight, in the last 12 games, Zion Williamson has averaged almost 27 points per game, almost 7 rebounds per game, about almost 5 assists, shooting 62% from the field with a 65% true shooting percentage. Zion has played well. And in those stats, he joined Giannis, Jokic, and Kat as the only players this season to average 25 points per game on 60% shooting over a 10-game stretch. Zion is having a phenomenal season as of late. He's averaging 27.7 rebounds and 64% over his last 15 games. So, and he's averaging the career highs in rebounds, assists, blocks, steals this season. And he rightfully was put in the doghouse because he just has not been available. But when him being available, though, even though the Pelicans just aren't good enough, he's actually played his part. So he's played his part. He's done something that says he deserves to be out of the doghouse. So Zion, you are now out of the doghouse. Maybe, just maybe, you might become a dog soon. Who knows? But for now, you're out of the doghouse. My very next person who will be coming out of the doghouse today. We actually talked about this guy on the show yesterday. He's done some phenomenal things in his endeavors. He is what you would call a great debater. Or some people may say he used to be a great debater. It doesn't matter to me. All I know is he got something that was very lucrative to him. He just got a brand new contract from ESPN. And yes, it's Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has a brand new contract from ESPN, 5 years, $100 million, $20 million a year deal. He is pretty much the face of ESPN, and he has been for a while. Especially since Skip Bayless left ESPN. It's been pretty much Stephen A. Smith and everyone else. The number one sports show, the number one sports network, ESPN, and this guy's the one that leads the charge. He pretty much can get anybody on the show that he wants. He most recently had Kai Cenat on the show. We know all the people that he's had through. He had L. Duncan come through there. He has Shannon Sharp that comes on the show every Monday and Tuesday. He had Jeff Saturday come on the show every Friday. Like, this guy has guys coming through First Take, and then he's on Get Up as well. Like, his presence is known when it comes to ESPN, and he got a contract that he rightfully deserves. Stephen A. Smith has been a part of sports for a very long time. Most notably the NBA. We know he talks about NFL as well. He gives bits and pieces about other sports, like, baseball, kind of, sort of, boxing, maybe a little bit of UFC, some college, but more so, he talks about the NBA and the NFL, but NBA more than anything else is what he is normally involved in. And this guy, like I said, he got a contract that he deserves with that, and even with the controversy of LeBron James stepping up to him just the other night, he doubled down on what he said. That's one thing about Stephen A. Smith. He doesn't necessarily back down from a lot of things. He pretty much he's in the limelight. He uses that to his advantage. He has his own podcast that he does very well on, and now he got a contract he deserved. He said that he was waiting on a contract to get what he needed. Remember when Pat McAfee got that contract, Stephen A. Smith was like, well, got my contract coming up, so I got to be getting paid too. There were a lot of layoffs that happened in ESPN, a lot of people that he lost that he was friends with or say family with that are now in a part of other networks. And now he gets a contract that he rightfully deserves. So the ratings continue to go up because of Stephen A. So Stephen A. Smith, you are now out of the doghouse. And congratulations on the contract. I said a lot about you yesterday for what you do for people like me. So appreciate you. Out of doghouse. That concludes those that are finally out. Now we have to talk about the people that would be getting served puppy chow. So these are the people that are going into the doghouse today. What team, what person will be getting put in the doghouse today? Well, this particular team, was considered to be a Western Conference, I want to say, contender. They were considered that. However, that is absolutely not the case now. And if you look at the way who was on their team as far as the stars, you would think that they would be at least in playoff contention. That's not even the case either. They had a horrible month last month, and it doesn't seem like it might get any better right now. They just took another loss last night after they had a win, but either way, it was another loss. This team just can't seem to get anything together, no matter if it's the coach or the players or the philosophy. It doesn't matter what happens. This team just can't get over the hump. They were in the finals just a few seasons ago with Chris Paul as their point guard, and they lost that finals in 6 games to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. It is none other than the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns are, I want to say, the most disappointing team in the NBA right now. They have to be the most disappointing team. The Phoenix Suns have Kevin Durant on the team, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. 3 dynamic scorers, and Kevin Durant is the best scorer on the team. But like I said, 2 of these guys have at least been to the finals before. Now, Bradley Beal has not been a part of a winning franchise since he's been in the league, and it seems to be continuing to go on right now because the Phoenix Suns just can't get it together. They have a bad contract with Bradley Beal. They tried to get off of his contract, but nobody wanted him. And even though Kevin Durant continues to ball out, the Phoenix Suns just can't seem to win. They can't seem to get it together. So with them not being able to get it together, they went 3-10 in the month of February. And do you want to know what teams they lost to? Well, they lost twice to Portland. Portland has been on the run, but Portland is not in playoff contention. You would think that a team like Phoenix would be able to at least get 1 win against Portland, but no, they lost 2 of those games against Portland. The only wins they got in that month was against Utah, Chicago, and the Pelicans. They also lost a game to the Pelicans, but they lost to Toronto, lost to San Antonio, Houston, Memphis, Denver, OKC. They are supposed to be one of the, like I said, one of the premier teams in the Western Conference. You got teams like Memphis, Houston, OKC, the Lakers. You got those people in the West who you think, in Denver. Those are the teams that are competing almost every single time in the West, and you would think that Phoenix would be a part of that. They even have the head coach who went against Phoenix in the finals. But now they're contemplating on firing him after this season. So you're contemplating on firing him. There are rumors that Kevin Durant is going to be getting moved in the offseason. You got Houston that's asking questions about Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And you're stuck with Bradley Beal because he has a no trade clause. You tell me what players in the NBA you think deserve to have a no trade clause. Not to say that he doesn't deserve his contract, because hey, his agent got the deal done. I'm talking about this normally goes to superstar players that change franchise. Someone like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Giannis, Tatum. Luka just got traded, but Luka, that's someone whose name should have been in that. These are players that, like, come on, you shouldn't be in. You should be able to choose to where you want to go. Why does Bradley Beal get that? What has he done to say that he deserves to get that in the league? And it seems like no matter where Kevin Durant goes, there's a dark cloud on that team. They just can't seem to get it together. Since he left Golden State, he just can't win. He's gotten close. He got close with the Nets, but toeing the line, that's it. And he was gassed out on overtime. He couldn't do anything. And then with those two I'm talking about, there just doesn't seem to be any accountability for Devin Booker. Devin Booker has also been the pretty much leader of this team. He was here before Chris Paul got here. He was here when Chris Paul got here. He was here when Chris Paul left. Here when KD got here. He's going to, and more than likely, they saying that Devin Booker's not going anywhere. They're going to build around him. So where's the accountability for him not being able to be a leader and lead the charge to get these guys to go on some wins? Points ain't enough. This team just can't defend whatsoever. So with them not being able to defend and the offense being so-so, this is pretty much where they are. So the very first and the only ones being put in the doghouse today are the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix, my guy, you in the doghouse. You in the doghouse. All right. I now have my special guest that is here, a part of the show. I have been on his show. We were also on another show, Miami Heat Zone, where we debated. And I personally asked him to be on today because I have some things that I'm pretty sure he wants to hear. He may be a little shocked at some of the things I have to say about this certain person. And a lot of you saw the debate where it was me and Joe versus him and his guy on his show. But he's also a Miami Heat fan, so we agree on that. And I just recently found out that he's a 49ers fan. I didn't know that. Why are you hiding these secrets from me, Johnny? Why didn't you tell me this? This is crazy. But let me go ahead and bring up my guest from Goat James Kingdom, my boy, Johnny. Welcome, my guy. Welcome. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Peace and blessings, Dave. Thank you for having me on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. As I'm feeling good, my friend. I'm feeling good. A parade and Crenshaw's about to go down, so everything is feeling good, man. I'm feeling real good, brother. I'm feeling real good, man. What's good with you, brother? How's
I'm
everything
good,
on your
man. I'm great. As you see, I got a new look now. You know, the
I
locks
see
are
that.
no longer
I
here.
see that. That's
You know?
more shocking than finding out that I'm a Niners fan. You cut off the locks, brother. What's good? That was a long time because I knew they were long and paused, but damn, I couldn't do it if I was you. I couldn't do it, but I couldn't do it. I'm not there
Hey,
yet. I'm not there yet.
15 years, man. It was just time to move on.
I hear
It was
that. I
time to
hear
move
that, brother.
on, man.
I hear that,
But
brother.
hey, Johnny, I'm glad you're here today, man. Like I said, I got a few things I want to talk about. I'd like to get your insight on this. And the last two, I definitely want your insight on the last two. I'm not sure if you can see my videos that I already have in the waiting, but if not, don't worry about it because you're going to be excited to see what you see.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
this is the good part of the show where we talk about the highlights of certain people. So my very first person that I want to talk about is actually in college. I don't know how much you pay attention to college basketball, but this young lady in college basketball has been balling for a very good while. This is her second year in college basketball. She's led her team to a 27-2 record. They have another game today against Michigan, and she had another great game just last night. Juju Watkins.
Okay.
She put up 31 points last night. That is her seventh 30-point game this season. Hey, Johnny.
Which is a lot for women's basketball. Am I correct?
It definitely is. Definitely
Okay.
is. And she's
Okay.
averaging 24 points per game right now. Juju is balling.
Yes, she is.
She's not only averaging 24 points, she's also averaging 6 rebounds, almost 4 assists, shooting about 43% from the field, which is not great, but it's not bad.
But I would think that it would be somewhere average for women's basketball. Plus, she takes a lot of threes. Am I correct? What's her 3-point percentage?
Yeah, so 3-point shot is like 31%. She's shooting 31% from 3 this season.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's somewhere above average or average for women's basketball. Maybe not. I don't know. I think Clayton Clark shoots way better than that, but yeah. But
She
go ahead,
probably
continue.
does.
Yeah,
She
no,
probably does.
I've seen some highlights of Juju. She got some skills.
Hey, she got handles. I personally
Yes.
think that she'll be better than Caitlin Clark in the WNBA because she's also great defensively. That's one thing that Caitlin Clark can't necessarily say. Juju Watkins, she had a game this season where she had 8 blocks and 7 steals in a game
As a guard.
as a guard. She phenomenal, man. Her last game against Indiana, she put up 31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. She was 10 of 19 from the field, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. So she doing her thing. She doing her thing, and she's in the conversation to be National Player of the Year, which she deserves. She's just a sophomore. And in the WNBA, you can only get out after your junior year. You can't do anything before then. So I think the age is 22. You have to be at least 22 years old to be in the WNBA draft.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay, that makes
last
sense,
year,
it kind of makes sense. That
honestly,
makes sense.
honestly, last year when she put up her very first WNBA game, she put up 51 points in her very first college basketball game. So I was like, well, maybe she could go to the league now, but because of the rules, she has to wait. But
I understand the rules though. That's a smart rule for the league. They have to grow it, so you can't just let these young people come in. And it's already limited spots for them. It's not too many teams. They're still trying to grow.
Exactly. They don't make a lot of money. They have new teams coming in now. They have a new team in Toronto that's coming up, which is crazy that Serena Williams is, part owner of that team. People who, crazy. Then you got the new team, Golden State Valkyries, who's starting the season. I think it's this team in Portland that starts after that. But the WNBA is starting to get a lot of light now. And Juju Watkins, I'm almost certain that when she comes out, she's going to be the number 1 overall pick. That's how great she plays. If not her, it'll be Hannah Hidalgo for Notre Dame. I talked about her before as well, but she a baller. She a baller. So, Juju, you've used to this. You've been on here before. You get the call to be a dog. Welcome.
She's a dog.
Now I know you
bite.
know.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. Now I know you know who this next one is. This one, you know his game pretty well. He's actually met your guy in the finals a few times, and he actually has the same amount of titles as your guy. He is known as the chef. He's widely known as the best shooter of all time.
Yes.
But now we hear conversations about him being in the GOAT conversation. I don't think so. But you heard what Shaq said about that. And, of course, Draymond Green, his teammates going to double down on it just because he changed the game. Okay, it's not just about changing the game. There's other things you do as well.
Yeah.
You got to have accomplishments, too.
Yeah.
So,
LeBron
however,
got everybody in shambles. The Lakers got everybody in shambles.
Hey, they do. They do. But this guy right here is one of the older guys. He's called one of the OGs in the league. But he's still balling as an OG in the league, and that's none other than Steph Curry. Steph Curry has been balling this year. He leads the NBA in shots made from beyond 35 feet this season. I mean, of course, he's the greatest shooter of all time. But you would think him getting older, this probably would, be a little bit lower now. But nope, it's still Steph Curry. Over his last 4 games, he's averaging 33.5 points, 8, almost 9 assists, almost 5 rebounds, shooting 53% from the field, 51% from 3. 51% from 3. 92% from the free throw line. He is 36 years old. And honestly, he may still be the best point guard in the league. I don't know. He might be. He's at least in the conversation. You don't know.
Okay, I'm listening.
His career against the Knicks, because we saw what he did against the Knicks. He's averaging 26 points against the Knicks. His last loss against the Knicks was in February of 2013. That was 12 years ago. 12 years ago was the last time he lost to the Knicks.
The last time the Warriors lost to the Knicks was in 2013?
2013.
Wow. Is that both home or road? Or
I think that's in MSG. I think that's at MSG. That's the last time he lost at MSG.
Oh, okay, at MSG. Okay.
And that was the game. And I remember that game because he put up 54 points in that game. That was the last time he lost there.
Okay. All right.
Steph Curry against New York. That last game, he put up 28 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and he was 5 of 9 from 3. From 5 of 9 from 3. With a plus minus of plus 23.
Beastin'. Crazy.
Steph Curry, is second in points since the All-Star break, averaging 30 points per game since the All-Star break. He's been balling, man. He's been balling. The only person above him is, of course, the person that's leading the league in points right now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA. Yeah, he had a couple of 40-point game and a 50-point game recently for SGA. So, yeah, I mean, no, listen, Stephen Curry's balling, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying, which is part of the reason why I was upset about this whole Jimmy thing. They just found some new energy with Jimmy now, and Jimmy found some new energy as well, and they're on a mission, and they're definitely a dangerous team come playoff time. So, I didn't have them even making the playoffs. I thought they would be a play-in team and struggle there, but they're going to be a team that everybody has to worry about. Exactly.
They are 10-2 since Jimmy got on the team. 10-1 in games that Jimmy has played in. So, I mean, people like to say Jimmy don't make a difference, but we know Jimmy makes a difference.
I told you we should have kept him. I had no quarrels giving him the extra 2 years, $100 million. Give it to him. I had no problems with it.
Hey, me and you agreed on this. We said give him the contract, but we saw what happened. Steph Curry also has the most games in NBA history with 30-plus points in a game, playing less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
So he doesn't even have to be on the court that much. I even saw another stat, hey Johnny, that there's a reason why he doesn't get the whistle like other players. When Steph Curry gets more than 5 free throws a game, he is 224 and 91 career.
Okay.
That's just 5. When he gets 10, 33 and 10. When he shoots more than 15 free throws a game, he averages 53 points and he's a 3-0 record. So he's only in 3 times in his career he's had 15 or more free throws. In each of those games, he scored at least 50 points, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard to draw fouls when you take a lot of jump shots from 27 feet and with space on top of it.
Absolutely, it is. But Steph, I mean, you're the chef, man. We know what you're capable of. We know what you do.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dawg, Steph. You've been here before. Go ahead, do your thing, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, hey Johnny. Now this is what you're gonna like, because the last 2 is the reason why I asked you to come on this show.
Okay.
So the last 2, let's just go to the first one. The first one, we have already mentioned this team. We talked about this team already within the last, when we talked about, Steph, because this team is making a lot of people mad. This team is now the number two team in the Western Conference. This team has 2 of the best players in the NBA on one team. And the crazy thing is, the guy that's in the GOAT conversation isn't even considered the best player on the team now. It's the other guy.
But depending on how the sun is shining, it depends on that.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got the third guy, Austin Reeves, who stepped up tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't think y'all need to guess anymore who I'm talking about. It's the Lakers.
The Lakers.
The Lake Show. Showtime Lake. Yes, the Lakers. The Lakers have been balling, man.
They have
the
been
Lakers
superior in the game of basketball. They are incredible. They are incredible. I've been excited watching the Lakers play.
It's a team you got to watch, and I'm going to be watching that game against Boston Celtics today. I will be watching that game. That game's going to be epic.
So will I.
The Lakers have now won 12 consecutive games against teams 500 or better. They haven't lost to a team with the winning record since January 19th. January 19th. That's almost 2 months ago. That's the last time they lost to a team with a 500 record, and they're going against the Celtics today. Mm-hmm. So that is going to be on the line today against the Celtics. They have won 8 straight games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is then when the 8 games in a row, the Mavericks only have 8 people on the roster healthy right now, which is crazy. The Lakers are also a part of 4 teams that the Knicks just can't seem to beat. They haven't beaten Boston. They haven't beaten the Cavaliers. They haven't beaten OKC. And they just got swept by the Lakers.
Oh, that's true. And they lost Brunson.
That too. And now, like I said, the Lakers jumped from the 5th seed to the 2nd seed. They are now the 2nd best team in the Western Conference right now. When they got Luka, people were questioning how their defense was going to be. Well, their defense hasn't changed much. They actually have played better defense, which is a little shocking with Luka.
Shouldn't have been shocking to you. If you were listening to Go James Kingdom, you would have heard me explain it long ago.
I mean, I watched it, so I know. I'm just saying what my expectations were, okay? My expectations were a little different.
I understand.
But this team
yes,
has just been playing well. We've seen games where Austin Reeves put up 45 points. You got our guy who came from Miami, Gabe Vincent, actually started to put up points now.
Balling, stepping up for them. Yes, indeed.
He had 3 3-pointers in the 4th quarter in the other game.
Yeah, crucial one. And he's playing solid defense. He's
solid defense. This is what was missing.
He's one of their premier defenders. He's one of their premier defenders. Yeah.
This is why they gave him that contract when he became a free agent, because they saw what he did with Miami. But he has not been. He been hurt.
He was hurt.
So maybe he was still recovering from that. But the Lakers look like a very dangerous team right now.
Oh, it's the league's in trouble.
And you know what's another thing, hey Johnny, that a lot of people haven't really said when it comes to the Lakers. You know, the last time they went on an 8-game win streak,
2020.
What happened that year?
They won a championship.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, for people who seem to get on someone that's saying that the Lakers have saved the NBA and you know they can definitely win it all. I mean, they are the number 2 seed. Isn't this the second half of the season? Isn't this the part of the season that matters? Don't they have LeBron James? Don't they have Luka Doncic? Don't they have JJ Redick, who's coming along as a head coach in the NBA?
Oh my God! This is,
I mean,
it must be March because when it was January, I ain't hear nobody talking like this, boy. Oh, continue. I'm
just being honest. I mean, when you get someone like Luka, he changes things. No one thought that this was possible. No one thought this was possible.
Don't say no one besides you, Johnny. Make sure you say that. Say that.
Besides you, Johnny. Okay. Besides you, no one else thought that the Lakers would be this good this soon after just getting Luka. Now, we know what Luka is capable of. Don't get me wrong. We know what he's capable of. We know what he just led the Mavericks to the finals last season.
Thank you. Hello.
And now he's with LeBron James, and people think it's crazy that they can make the finals this year. I don't think it's crazy.
Loco. They loco.
I don't think it's crazy. So
you're not crazy. You're not crazy.
Lakers. I mean, you're doing your thing. I mean, hey Johnny, take the floor, man. What you got to say about the Lakers?
Well, first off, let's start off with this, man. Again, thank you for having me on so I can speak about this because, again, as you guys know, I'm a big advocate for LeBron James. And LeBron James is the GOAT here in GOAT James Kingdom. By the name alone, you should know that. And, of course, we pay attention to what LeBron does because we like basketball as well. And, again, I've been watching a lot of Laker games. As a Heat fan, I despise the Lakers. Really don't care about the Lakers. But LeBron James is playing there. Once they got Luka Doncic, it was over. Even I, as a basketball fan, just an objective basketball fan, and once we lost Jimmy Butler, Pat Riley already told me what we're doing in Miami. We are already on vacation. We, like Dave said, there's two sides of this argument here in Miami. There's a civil war that we don't even know we're in. There's a side of the fan base that feels like what happened. We definitely ain't doing nothing. All of us feel like we're not doing nothing, but one side feels despondent and the other side feels distraught. Because the side that despondent feels like, well, why we had Jimmy, we could have just kept him. The other side is distraught because they like, man, what are we doing? Nothing's working out. So with the Lakers being as good as they've been the last month and a half, I've been excited, especially after getting Luka, because like you said, Luka is a phenomenal player. He's a once-in-a-lifetime player. He's a generational talent by far. And to put him alongside LeBron James and, like you said, JJ Redick, the league is in trouble. And when I told people over a month ago that Anthony Davis was a defensive liability for the Lakers and that they would play better defense without him in the roster, I got eviscerated by all these so-called YouTube street guys who know basketball.
I saw that when you were talking to Chill and them. I saw that. And
again, they kept saying all this stuff, and I broke it down like a true basketball fan. We talked about team defense, and the Lakers are playing team defense. They are able to do so much more now without the liabilities of Anthony Davis on both sides of the floor. And now that they have Luka and LeBron, Nick Wright said something today that I saw that I didn't realize until he said it. It kind of hit me when it happened when LeBron hit that corner three to tie the game. That is something that we're not used to seeing. LeBron is not the guy in the corner catching the open shot. He's usually the guy setting up the guy in the corner for the shot. So for the fact that LeBron James could be the guy in the corner for that shot, I mean, it tells you how open Lakers are going to have. And when you watch that game against New York, you see that they had a lot of open shots that they missed. We saw Austin Reeves was a little bit rusty and coming back from his injury, obviously. So when the Lakers offense, which hasn't even gotten to full stride yet, gets into full stride, I don't see nobody beating the Lakers because their defense is going to be their defense. There's no regression with this type of defense that they're playing because their defense is a reactionary defense. Their defense is predicated on who they're playing against. They're able to do so many different things defensively that you can't look at the game film or what they did against Denver and think that that's what they're going to do against you. No, they got something different. Today they're going to have something different for Boston. So, and we're going to see all of this. The Lakers defense is not going nowhere. They're going to be the top defense by the end of the year.
Defense?
For the rest of the year. For the rest of the year. But they're going to end up being in the top 10.
You still got OKC. I don't know if they're going to be better than OKC.
That's what I'm saying. OKC's still going to be the top defense for the year. But from here on out, since January 15th, since they've been on this crazy streak.
They have had the number one defense since then.
The number one and across the board in so many different categories. So their defense is only going to continue to get better when they get Ruby back. When they get better acclimated with one another, they're already communicating. The coaches are already talking about how their communication is great. Dorian Finney-Smith is an anchor that the Lakers need. Jackson Hayes is about to get $100 million playing off of LeBron and Luka, and the way he's been the number one center defensively in the league since the trade. since they
That's
traded
true.
Anthony Davis away as well.
Yep, I saw that too.
So the Lakers are just the team to beat as we speak right now. I know everybody's talking about OKC.
The
Everybody's
team
talking
to
about
beat? Really?
they're the team to beat right now, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a parade on Crenshaw. I always tell y'all about Biscayne in June, but there will be a parade on Crenshaw, and I've been invited because I got a temporary Laker fan pass.
Wow.
So, yeah, they honor it. They gave me the honor because of my LeBron James fandom, and I'm going to accept it because as a basketball fan, I like it, and as a Heat fan, I'm hurt.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. If Dwayne Wade was the Lakers, I still wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I still wouldn't do it.
I know.
I still wouldn't do
You know
it.
what? I was gonna say you're not gonna see me with a Laker jersey, but you know what? I was telling the wife, man, I might go get me a Luka jersey, man. Luka's that great, man. Luka is great, man. That guy Luka is special, man. I didn't have a reason to watch Dallas, but I've had a reason to watch the Lakers, and I did the finals. I did the play-by-play for the finals last year, and I was watching Luka playing. Man, Luka's phenomenal, and him and LeBron together, I don't see who has an answer for that. Nobody. So
We'll see.
Good luck.
We will see.
Luck
They definitely. We'll see tonight. We'll see today against the Celtics,
we'll see.
We'll see soon against OKC. We'll see against Cleveland. We'll see these opportunities come up. I can't say 100. I agree with you, but I can't say I disagree. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm not gonna say that they are the team to beat right now because you still got OKC, you still got Cleveland, you still got Boston. So they are up there though. Don't get me wrong, they are up there, but I'm not gonna say that they're the team to beat.
Yeah.
However, they are the dogs to be talked about for this week. So welcome to the Dogs, Los Angeles Lakers. You've been balling.
The Cujo dogs, Cujo type dog.
Hey, my guy Blaze is gonna be he gonna laugh when you hit Cujo because he has a dog. We actually call his dog Cujo plenty of times.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they call that dog by breed, but I heard that's one of the most vicious dogs of all time. So shout out to all the dog breeders out there, man. Yeah,
just might be. So now, and this whole time I had puppy shy out there when it's supposed to be dogs of the week. It's all good.
Yeah,
Look,
it's all G.
Now we have the reveal of the dog of the week. The big dog, the person that's played the most phenomenal, in my opinion, who deserves to be talked about as far as the best for today's show. As I said before, this guy he's a former Finals MVP, former MVP. He's a part of one of the best teams in the NBA. He's in the MVP conversation. Some people say he should be leading it. Some people say he shouldn't be in the conversation. However, he's in the conversation. Whether you have him top 5, whether you have him number 1, whether you have him as top 6, top 10, doesn't matter. He's in the conversation. He has a guy on his team who also deserved to be in the conversation at one point, at least last year before. He's considered one of the best players in the NBA as well. And honestly, this guy isn't even considered the best player on his team to some people, to most people, because the player that he just acquired during the trade deadline or before the trade deadline, it was so shocking to the NBA that it sent waves everywhere. But even with that happening, this guy's in a different situation to where the ball is not in his hands as much. And he's playing great off the ball. As you had mentioned, he made a shot in the corner that a lot of people are used to seeing him give to someone else, not him receiving it.
Exactly.
So I think you know who I'm talking about, Johnny. I think the people know who I'm talking about right now.
The GOAT.
You see the name in his background. He calls it GOAT James Kingdom. I don't call him GOAT James, but he is one of the greatest players of all time.
The GOAT. Man.
His name is LeBron James. He is the big dog for the week. He was just named not too long ago the player of the month in the Western Conference for the month of February.
You like that award, don't you, huh? You think it's recognizable?
It's recognizable.
Okay.
Come on, man. We
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
In the month of February, LeBron James averaged 29.3 points per game,
On fire.
10.5 rebounds,
Give me that.
6.9 assists. You might as well say he averaged 7 assists a game.
There you go. Hit that down.
And the Lakers went 10-2 in the month of February.
And blew
They
out
only
Denver.
lost 2 games in the month of February. Like I just mentioned before, the Lakers haven't lost to a team over 500 since January 19th. And LeBron James has been phenomenal in most of these games. You want to know what LeBron James has done over his last 8 games. These are the stats that he's put up in his last 8 games. By the way, LeBron James is not 25 years old. He's not 30 years old. He's not even 35. He's 40 years old doing this right now in his career. Last 8 games, he put up 48-4,
Bang.
25-9-5, 27-12-3,
Kaboom.
33-17-6. That's 17 rebounds, by the way, not 6 assists.
Booyah.
That's 17 assists, 17 rebounds,
Rebound.
28 points,
Oh my gosh.
13 rebounds, 3
Oh.
assists, 17 points. That's the lowest out of all of them. 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and then last but not least, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists.
Parade
LeBron
on
James
Crenshaw.
He is 40 years old doing this. Not only that, LeBron James has just done something that no other NBA player has done in the history of the NBA. He just eclipsed 50,000 points for a career. That's in the regular season and the playoffs. 50,000 points.
50.
As I said before, LeBron James and the Lakers, the last time they won 8 straight games was in the bubble season, 2019-2020. And that's when him and Anthony Davis went on to win the NBA Finals against, unfortunately, our Miami Heat. Honestly, I can see it happening again. It's very possible. The Lakers are also 16-4 in their last 20 games. So they're not losing a lot. They're winning a lot of games.
In reality, since January 15th, the Lakers are 22-4.
22-4 since January 15th.
With the number 1 defense in basketball during that span. And
this is
Luka's out of shape and a drunk, supposedly.
We call him the lager guy, lager beer. That's what we call him in our NBA chat.
They got a podcaster as a coach. They got a 40-year-old as an all-star. I mean, they got an undrafted free agent. Undrafted free agent as their 3rd star.
They got an undrafted free agent point guard that's actually stepping up now. And my boy Gabe Vincent. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep giving my boy some love. So I'm glad he's stepping up.
I told people this, man. I said, listen, when they have Gabe Vincent, Hachimura, Vando, LeBron, and Finney Smith on the floor at the same time, good luck scoring.
Hey man, this is the reason why I say LeBron is the big dog, because he just is. I understand that we expect it from Bron, but it's still crazy to see that someone's 40 years old and still balling like this. It's just ridiculous to see.
Think about that. You have outlandish expectations on LeBron, and he still somehow is surprising you. He's still showing you things you never could have thought of. So imagine that, and you thought of a lot to create the expectations that you put on LeBron James, and he's still out here doing things that you can't even imagine.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what this man is doing.
It's GOAT level stuff, man. It's GOAT level stuff, brother. That's all it is.
He takes care of his body so well that they call him Iron Man. I mean, he's not necessarily Iron Man anymore because he's had some injuries where he's missed games, but still, it's still ridiculous to see that LeBron James has played for this long, for this long.
No, and
20 plus seasons
himself, because he developed a 3-point shot. He's hitting logo shots. He's hitting very good. Like he's just adapted to the game.
Yeah, because when he first came in the league, it wasn't a 3-point game, and now
No, it wasn't.
Now what the game is a 3-point game, and he's definitely adjusted to it. He's not.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the game, because no, he's not one of the best 3-point shooters in the game. But
He's shooting I think he's shooting close to 40%, like 39%.
no,
So
what I'm saying is
over 5
overall.
threes per game.
I'm saying
Yeah, I mean,
overall in his career,
He's up.
I wouldn't say that he's
up,
one of the best.
for his career, but he's of course not. But again, he's the only him and Stephen Curry, the only players in NBA history with over 2,000 3-pointers and over 400 3-pointers for the playoffs. So he done his thing, man. Again, the guy is phenomenal, and if you haven't been paying attention for 20 years, you've really just been neglecting your life as a basketball fan. The guy is just phenomenal. He's just the greatest we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna agree with that, but he is one of the greatest we've ever seen. At least to me, the second greatest I've seen all time. LeBron James has been, he's been phenomenal, man. He definitely deserves to be in the MVP conversation. Now you still got SGA and Jokic and Giannis, and these guys are balling. Don't get me wrong, but LeBron James doing what he's done. I mean, and now people say that he's not considered the best player on the team, so I get it, but. I mean, LeBron James.
Still his team.
He's still balling, man.
He's
still balling.
Luka's not there yet. Luka, it's gonna be Luka's team next year. As of right now, LeBron will lead them for this year, and once Luka gets fully acclimated and comfortable, and definitely after a good offseason and a good training camp with the Laker franchise, then it'll be Luka's team to run, and LeBron could sit back like he's been trying to do when he had Senior Anthony Davis, but. Again, man, the Lakers are phenomenal. LeBron's phenomenal, and like I said, man, parade on Crenshaw, man. I don't see nobody beating the Lakers, bro. I really don't. I'm just gonna concede now. Barring any serious situation, the Lakers are just too good. Again, I think OKC's good, but I don't think nobody in the West can challenge the Lakers, and I think the only team that could truly challenge the Lakers in the East is Boston.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we will see a preview of that today. We will see a preview of that today against Boston. I can't wait to see it. I know Johnny can't wait to see it. I know you watching can't wait to see that game because it's going to be exciting to see. Phenomenal. But that is it for us today. LeBron James, you're the big dog, man. I mean, I know you're used to being the big dog, of course, because you have been the face of the league for so long. Still the face of the league, honestly. I mean, you can't really say anyone else is the face of the league right now.
Both of them have been. I said that last night. Both of them have been the face of the league, and they've been doing a great job at it. Shout out to Stephen Curry and LeBron. Peace.
Absolutely. The OGs are the ones that balling the most right now after the second half. So definitely got to give kudos to both of these guys. And LeBron James, like I said, you're the big dog. So welcome to the big dogs, LeBron James Senior. That concludes the doghouse for this week. Hey, Johnny, again, I appreciate you for coming on today, my guy, because I know you couldn't wait to hear the glory that I was going to speak about the Lakers and your guy, LeBron James. So I appreciate you. Let the people know where they can find you on all your socials and anywhere else.
No doubt, man. Like I said, man, thank you for having me on. It's always great to talk basketball and to get all the great insight that you put into the show, because you definitely had some good clip notes there for us. And again, like I said, man, I'm A. Johnny the Exposer, one half of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We go live every Sunday noon Eastern time, right on our GOAT James Kingdom channel, right on YouTube. But we're also on TikTok, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We just even signed up for playback. We watch basketball games on playback. So if you are somebody who has a league pass and you're interested in sitting in the lobby with a bunch of guys who talk the game well, and if you are obviously a LeBron fan, you're more than welcome to come enjoy playback with us. That would be playback.tv/GOAT James Kingdom. Again, all you got to do is type GOAT James Kingdom in Google. You'll find us. We're all over the place. We don't avoid anybody. And we go live every Sunday noon Eastern time with the GOAT James Kingdom show with my partner, B. Lee. And that's where, obviously Dave can find us. All you guys can find us, and everybody's always welcome. It's an open panel show. This week we'll be talking about Joker and how great Joker is, and if he's actually eligible for the GOAT debate now, since Stephen Curry and everybody else eligible for the GOAT debate. since all the zesty Jeffries done conceded, and now they don't even want to have the GOAT debate anymore. I'm telling you, man, them zesty Jeffries, man, they some funny dudes, brother. They some funny guys, man.
Yeah, I don't consider myself a zesty Jeffrey, but
you good. You definitely
he,
not.
To me,
man.
he's still to me the GOAT. But
yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you're
not a
50.
Jeffrey. I'm not
Yeah.
a Jordan fan.
Well, no, that's the thing. Zesty Jeffries are not Jordan fans. They don't have no kind of care for Michael Jordan. All they care about is arguing with LeBron fans about LeBron, and Jordan is the only argument they have. So they make Jordan fans actually look bad. So, but obviously, you know, you got Jordan as the GOAT. That's fine. We don't look to argue with people who about their GOAT. But we just prove who our GOAT is, and it's obviously LeBron Ramon James, the King. So I appreciate this, brother. Like I said, GOAT James Kingdom, a Johnny the Exposer. Appreciate it, brother.
Hey, appreciate you for coming on the show, my guy. Appreciate y'all for watching today. You will see me again this Tuesday, 7 p.m. on the R2L regular channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Get me closer to 500 subscribers. Make sure you go watch Go James Kingdom tomorrow, 12 noon. Like he said, he goes 12 noon every Sunday, 12 noon. Watch him and his guy B Lee tomorrow on his channel, Go James Kingdom. Follow him on Instagram. Doesn't matter where you'll find him. He'll be there. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.